Hey Misfits, welcome back. And if you're new here, welcome. Excuse me, welcome. I'm Shawn or Shawnicorn of Shawnicorn Mindshift Coaching, a trauma recovery coach. I'm certified health and life coach, trauma-informed care practitioner, and a therapeutic arts facilitator. And today I wanted to talk to you about my sleep story, how trauma kept me awake and healing taught me to rest, and why you're not sleeping well and what helps more than you think. For most of my life, I didn't sleep. I'm not exaggerating. I was getting 1 or 2 hours of sleep a night, maybe 3 or 4 on a good night. And if I slept 5 to 6 hours, I felt like a completely different person. That's how sleep deprived I was. What's important is this. When my ex was deployed or out of state, I slept more. When he wasn't home, I got extra hours. That tells me now, looking back, that my sleep issues weren't random. My body was hypervigilant because it had a reason to be. My body knew I wasn't safe long before my mind could admit it. I've had sleep trauma since childhood. My father would come home drunk and he would yank me out of bed by my foot. I learned early that sleep was not safe. I learned to stay alert. I learned to listen. I learned to be ready. Later, as a teenager, I was taken advantage of by a family friend. Then as an adult, I married someone who was deeply toxic and abusive. And my sleep trauma was compounded when my own partner violated me repeatedly in my sleep. So when I talk about trauma and sleep, I'm not speaking theoretically. Sleep was dangerous for me. And when sleep is dangerous, the nervous system does exactly what it's supposed to do. It stays awake. That's why trauma and sleep issues are so deeply connected. They're like, you don't need trauma to have sleep problems, yet most people with trauma do. And some people have very specific sleep trauma. Until that's acknowledged, people keep blaming themselves for something that was never their fault. Now, here's a part that matters for you. I didn't wait until my life was healed to start fixing my sleep. I started working on my sleep and my weight while I was still in the trauma. My weight journey started in 2016. My sleep hygiene journey started in 2020. I didn't leave the marriage until 2023. None of this was overnight. These were lifestyle changes I put in motion over years, and every single one of them improved my quality of life. One of the first things I learned is that sleep isn't just about closing your eyes. It's about giving your body the conditions it needs to enter REM, and most of us are doing things every day that block that without even realizing it. Caffeine is one of them. Caffeine has about a 10-hour effect on the body. So if you're drinking caffeine at noon, it's in your system until 10 p.m. That's just math and biology. So if you want to sleep earlier, caffeine has to stop earlier, whether you feel it or not. Another thing people don't realize is hydration timing. I don't cut fluids an hour before bed, but I slow them way down. If you're drinking a full glass of water right before bed and you're someone who wakes up to pee in the middle of the night, that's going to fragment your sleep. Fragmented sleep means less REM. Less REM means worse sleep quality. The goal isn't just falling asleep, it's staying asleep long enough for your nervous system to actually meet or reset, rather. Food timing matters as well. You don't want to eat and then immediately lay down. Food needs time to digest. If you sleep on a full stomach, especially with heavy carbs, that food does not process well and it's more likely to get stored. So I aim to finish eating several hours before bed, about 4 or 5 at least. Go with at least an hour or two though. I keep my evening meals warm, filling, but not heavy. Warm foods help the body relax. Cold bodies stay alert. Survival mode does not sleep well. Carbs matter too, just not at night. Carbs earlier in the day, proteins and fats later in the day. Heavy carbs before bed make you sleepy, but they sit heavy and they disrupt your digestion and your sleep quality. Sleep and weight are directly connected. And better sleep made my weight manageable in a way dieting never did. Another huge piece is what's happening in your mind. Racing, ruminating thoughts that will keep you awake no matter how tired you are. That's why I do what I call a mind dump every night. I write out everything. Not in sentences, not coherently, just get it out of my head. That's how I slow the racing thoughts enough to sleep. I still do this every night. Routines matter more than schedules. I don't follow a strict bedtime, yet I do follow the same wind down sequence. After dinner, I do my dishes. That signals the day is ending. Later, I mind dump. Then bathroom, brush teeth, pajamas, bed. Those steps tell my nervous system there's nothing else required of me. So for years, I used yoga nidra for sleep. Guided body scans that told me to relax my jaw, my shoulders, my hands, my feet, because my body didn't know how to relax on its own. That's not weakness. That was learned survival. Now I often use white noise or nature sounds, but yoga was essential when my sleep felt unsafe. Morning habits matter as well. Drink water when you wake up. Eat within the first hour. Breakfast literally means breaking fast. If you don't eat until late afternoon, your body doesn't start its day until then, which pushes your entire rhythm later and it messes with your sleep at night. So I've eaten oatmeal for breakfast regularly since like 2020 because it's warm, sustaining, nutrient dense, and signals safety and fuel. All of this is scientifically backed. None of it is random. And none of it is trauma exclusive. Trauma just makes these things more necessary. I'm not selling a quick fix. Healing isn't one and done. You don't become fully healed. What happens is you get over that hump where you understand yourself, you have roots, or tools rather, you have tools, and you're no longer drowning in the unknowing. That's where I am now. And what I teach people is how to get over that hump themselves. I don't heal people. I teach people how to heal themselves. Better sleep will dramatically improve your quality of life. I guarantee it. Not because I read it somewhere, because I lived it. Thank you, Misfits. If you've gotten this far, I appreciate you so very much. I know this one was a little bit longer. Thank you. Take care. And if this resonated, please comment below. Maybe do the things, hit the buttons. I appreciate you. Thank you.